So, is it to be understood that the future of marketing lies in the metaverse? Which are the industries that are giving a metaverse experience, or which are the industries that are using it? As we go gaga over this new technology, do you see any downsides of metaverse? Any chance of the cyber security being compromised? Hi, Anjana here. Have you heard of Metaverse? Of course you would have. But do you know how Metaverse affects our daily life? Rather, our digital life? Well, let's explore. When the topic is innovation in the digital space, there is always one person who I always look up to, and that is Dr. Bhavleen Kaur Rekhi. We have already done 2 sessions with her, and that is exclusively on digital marketing. If you're interested in watching that, the link is in the description box. And Dr. Bhavleen Kaur Rekhi, she is an MBA professor, she is a corporate trainer, she is also an entrepreneur. And she has been working with big brands like Google, FICCI, American Express, TESS, and she has a work experience of 22 years in the industry of marketing, digital marketing and communication, corporate communication as well. She also imparts a training on artificial intelligence in the field of marketing. Welcome to Peptalk. Welcome to Peptalk, Dr. Bhavleen Rekhi. So good to have you again on the show.
Thank you.
Metaverse is something that we quite often hear these days, and my understanding is limited to the very basic knowledge that it has to do something with 3D virtual experience. So I hope, like with this discussion, we will I'll have some sort of a clarity on this. So, Dr. Rekhi, what exactly is Metaverse?
Okay, yes, you're very right in saying that, metaverse is a very, very common term these days, particularly in the field of marketing. What actually is metaverse? It is the vision of industry leaders in the field of computer technology who believe that the next iteration of the internet would be a 3D virtual space where humans will experience life like they have never done before. Now, to experience this metaverse, it can happen only with the help of certain specific technologies like virtual reality headsets, augmented reality glasses, etc. Though most of us believe that metaverse is a very new concept and a very new term, but I would like to clarify here that execution of metaverse, yes, is very new. But this term and this concept is as old as 1992 when this author, Neil Stephenson, explained this concept in his sci-fi novel by the name of Snow Crash. So yes, metaverse is very common these days, and there are various reasons, various attractions to it, which we will talk about later, because of which it is almost becoming like a household name these days.
So, is it to be understood that the future of marketing lies in the metaverse? So, is metaverse a reality? See, I should admit that I'm not much of a tech savvy person. Learning something new every day, work in progress, you may say. So, can you throw some light to the technologies metaverse is composed of?
Okay. Metaverse actually became a household name, when in October 2021, Facebook announced that it was rebranding its corporate identity to Meta and also announced that it was about to invest about 10 billion US dollars into the same in 1 year. And then, various other tech giants like Google, Microsoft, etc., they were also following and investing $1 billion into this. So it became a household term. However, I would like to clarify that metaverse is still in the conceptualization stage and it is very, very far away from vision and reality as of now. But certain industries like gaming, entertainment, education, marketing, etc., have already started providing metaverse experiences. So, for example, if we talk about online games like Minecraft, Fortnite, etc., they are providing metaverse experiences. And similarly, Microsoft has a virtual 3D workspace known by the name of Microsoft Mesh that is also a reality. Now, coming to the second part of your questions, what are the technologies that make metaverse? Technologies are like virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and blockchain technology. However, the major dependence as of now of metaverse is on virtual reality. Though industry leaders believe that augmented reality is more immersive in nature when it comes to customer experiences, but metaverse as of now is more dependent on virtual reality.
As of now, what is metaverse being used for? Or in other words, which are the industries that are giving a metaverse experience, or which are the industries that are using it?
Metaverse is being used for certain specific industries like online gaming industry, so we see our kids playing Minecraft, Fortnite, Roblox. These have millions of subscriptions all over the world, and this is one aspect to it. Second is, when we go to social media and we use 3D filters, we create our 3D avatars. All this is experiences of metaverse. And similarly, Meta Office in itself has a 3D room wherein people can enter with their avatars and can interact with each other from remote locations. So the beginning has already happened, and there are certain fields like gaming, education, marketing, the examples that I just gave, which have already started providing metaverse experiences.
That sounds quite interesting. Which are the metaverse companies, or who are the major players in the industry?
Okay, yeah, not many as of now, but the most prominent names are Meta, which is the parent company of Facebook. Then we have Oculus. Now, Oculus is actually a company which manufactures 3D headsets. So, if I talk about Oculus, during the pandemic, when the entire world was under a lockdown, they manufacture VR, virtual reality headsets, and the sales of their virtual reality headsets had gone up by 300% during the pandemic and lockdowns, though people were facing a financial crunch. So this actually gave us an indication that millennials and Generation Z, they are very, very fond of metaverse experiences. And that's the reason, the sales of those VR headsets went up by 300%. The next company and the popular one would be Epic Games, which has manufactured this game Fortnite and which has around 350 million subscribers all over the world. Then is definitely Microsoft. It is coming up with a platform which is very similar to Zoom, but it will be much more advanced because it will be creating 3D rooms, virtual rooms, wherein you will enter with your avatars and you will be able to interact with employees of your organization in different remote locations. So apart from that, we definitely have Nvidia, Google, etc., who are also joining the league. So, but major players in the industry as of now are these.
Coming to the technology involved, you were talking about blockchain technology. So, what is the relation between metaverse and blockchain technology? There is a digital transaction of virtual assets and monetizing happening here.
Yeah. So metaverse and blockchain technology are actually irreversible. I mean, they are inseparable. They go hand in hand. Metaverse has its own digital economy, which functions with the help of digital currencies and NFTs. But what is the purpose of metaverse? The purpose of metaverse is to keep the users and the consumers immersed into a 3D virtual space where they interact not only for gaming and entertainment, but they are also in a position to buy and sell, do transactions regarding purchase and sale of virtual assets and monetize them. Now, there are a lot of blockchain platforms out there which function on cryptocurrencies and NFTs. Now, these blockchain platforms make these transactions possible of virtual digital assets and also helps in monetizing them. Now, metaverse economy cannot work the way a normal bank does because there is no real currency. It's all virtual, which is dependent upon blockchain technology. So we can say that without blockchain technology, metaverse would be like really incomplete. Now, talking of metaverse, there are two aspects to it. One is the hardware aspect and one is the software aspect. The hardware aspect we have already spoken about happens with the help of gadgets like VR headsets and AR goggles, etc. But the software aspect is totally dependent upon blockchain technology. And hence, I say that they go hand in hand. And in fact, in the future, they will give a positive push to each other.
The space we live in is more into digital transactions, and this is only going to improve in or increase in the days ahead. In that sense, what will be the effect of metaverse in the future? What is your take on that?
Well, metaverse as of now is still a set of possibilities and not a complete reality. So there are a lot of question marks there how it will affect the future. The industry experts are actually divided into two groups. One group believes that metaverse will make life easier, it will make life more attractive because it will be able to give us those immersive experiences which human beings otherwise cannot have in the physical world. Whereas there is another major chunk of industry experts who believe that metaverse will worsen the life in the sense that it will amplify and glorify the ills of social media. It will enhance addiction problems in youth. It will increase the violent behavior. And one point which I find most disturbing is that according to industry experts, it will enhance fake news industry, that is disinformation campaigns.
If it is going to enhance the fake news industry, yes, of course, then it is worrying. Okay, when we say that metaverse is the future in marketing, so how should businesses prepare for this? Because I understand it will be a huge digital transformation.
See, when I talk to most of the CMOs, chief marketing officers, the general impression that goes around is that metaverse is just an updation of technology. The minute you start, investing into cloud technology or into 5G networks, you are prepared for metaverse. But that's not the case, really. Technology upgradation is definitely one aspect of metaverse, but there are lots of others. It is a complete digital transformation process in which the investments will be very, very huge. Number one. Number two, it will be very, very time consuming, and hence the top management has to be like really patient to be able to see the results. Thirdly, it requires people who understand metaverse and who are able to apply that aptitude. So, hiring of employees or training of employees will be another challenge. In fact, I would rather say that it is such a detailed digital transformation process that the entire business model, somehow will go in for a change and not just restricted to upgradation of technology.
As we go gaga over this new technology, do you see any downsides of metaverse? You have already mentioned about the about glorifying the ills of social media and fake news. Any chance of the cyber security being compromised?
Yeah. Yes, I what I foresee is that cyber security and privacy issues will be a very big matter of concern, and also the data collection will be very, very detailed. It will be very, very extensive, so which can definitely make the customers and users all over the world very uncomfortable. Apart from cyber security and data privacy issues and data collection issues, yes, I've already spoken about a few of them, like technology addictions and glorifying or amplifying the ills of social media, fake news industry. So these are certain negative boosts that metaverse can actually give.
All right. On that note, we may wrap this discussion. As usual, it was wonderful to have you here on the show, Dr. Rekhi. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Keep watching Peptalk.